any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards, and another 1st down.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Carter. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Following the penalty, Chubb looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 20.
Now Mayfield.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Short yardage, Mayfield. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Play fake. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 8 coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Chubb will get the call, running left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good. And then...
yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick-6. And I don't know, the rest of the second half shaping up to be very interesting. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably...
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a... They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did.
Now a hit and a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes it at the 7. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And Mayfield just getting the play off. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Wilson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 72 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Another try under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Down right around the 25. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Mayfield. Into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. One last shot for Mayfield here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.